guys, what's going on? Trevor here at CrossFit Elkhorn again. Wanting to break down the basic good old push-up, just no different than like the air squat. There can be a lot of common mistakes with the push-up, so I want to make sure that I go through it in detail to make sure you understand how to do the push-up properly. The push-up is a great way of increasing upper body strength. The pushing, we do a lot of things like handstand push-ups and burpees and stuff like that. But realize that, yeah, the push-up is for, you can help increase your chest strength and things like that. But you should ideally be pushing with the lats as much as you can. This is this big old muscle right here that protects that shoulder. The stronger your lat is, your ability to press will also increase. So whenever you do push-ups, you want to find a way to make your lat burn versus too much of the shoulder and the trap. It's very common for us to have very overactive traps, and when those are very overactive, we have a tendency to shrug and bring our shoulder forward. And when you shrug and bring it forward, it puts in a very dangerous position and can get injured. So as I teach this, like I always state before, I hope you already have an understanding about core development. Make sure you have a neutral hip alignment, always making sure you're treating your hips just like a bucket of water. And if it's full of water, we don't want to spill the water in the front or the back. With our hips, we want to make sure we keep our hips as square as possible, just like it was full of water, and then that way it doesn't spill at all. So first, I'm going to face the camera so that way you get a chance to see how wide my hands are. Just like in our strict press, we explained in a video about how wide our hands need to be. Typically it's from that fingertip to elbow location. Some individuals may like to widen out their hands a little bit, which is fine. Realize that you're shortening the range of motion. People may believe like, hey, if you bring your hands out wider, you get more of your chest. Well, realize that the wider your hands are, the less range of motion you're going versus closer together, you can actually stretch the chest out just that much more. So what we teach our athletes, I'm going to look down so you can see, we like to teach our athletes to be about underneath the armpit level. And we want to rotate our thumbs forward a little bit for external rotation, all right, so we can protect that shoulder joint. This is going to be that home base. Nice flat hands, external rotation, palms are going to be towards the front, or the thumbs are going to be towards the front, underneath our armpits. Okay? Like I said, you can go wider, that's fine if you want to, but really concentrate on this external front of the elbow facing forward position, all right? As soon as we go wide, and then people have a tendency to bring their elbows out. Well, if you take a look, if I brought my elbow out as I'm doing this push-up, my elbow's going out, my shoulder will have to roll forward to get the range of motion standard. So the wider your hands, that's fine, but we have to make sure we still have that elbows in tight to the rib as much as possible. So from the side view, to help put ourselves up in a good position, we're here, right? So underneath the armpits, my shoulders are down away from our ears. What's really common is people like to bring their shoulders up and shrug, all right? So if you are doing this a lot, you're going to burn mostly in your shoulders or in your trap. Ideally, we want to burn in this lat, so drive down as much as we can, okay? Another common mistake with the push-up is they round that shoulder position. That's not needed, all right? You're just wasting energy. Keep it back in the socket, right here, nice and stable, all right? When it comes to the plank position, so right now I have a hyperextension in my low back, and that is rounding my back, okay? This is a great warm-up. It's like a cat-cow combination for yoga, but ideally we want to keep in that neutral position. So now I've got a neutral hip position. From here, I'm going to maintain that position with my shoulders and my hips. And then I'm going to walk myself back, all right? And just holding this right here, my stomach is burning, my lats are burning, my triceps are burning, my chest is burning. Everything's nice and locked and stable. No different if I was doing a basic plank or a hollow body position. If you look from my ear all the way down to my foot, I'm going to be in that same hollow body position like we always talk about in CrossFit for the pull-up, things like that. So it's important to understand that. So again, here I am. Hands underneath my armpits. Hopefully you can see my whole body. I'm in that hollow body position, and my shoulders are down away from my ears. Now, it's no different than my squat. I'm going to hinge from the shoulder. So I'm moving from my shoulder first. Without breaking, move from my shoulder, come straight down. Notice my arms are tight to my side. My chest will hit the ground first, and then press myself up back to neutral. I've got a straight alignment. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. That's really important. My forearm is no different than my shin. My shoulder is no different than my hip. My elbow is no different than my knees. So, if I were to do what's really common, people like to widen out their arms. And I'm going to go to my knees because it hurts my shoulder if I do this. And they push those elbows out. And they go straight down and straight up. Well, that means we're moving from our elbows. That's like you squatting from the knees. If I were to stand, that's like you squatting like this. Doesn't work very well. It's going to hurt those knees over time, right? No different than the push-up. What we want to do is, from here, move from the shoulder. If I'm hollowed out the whole time, I should hit the ground with my chest first, and then press up. People that have a weak core, they break, right? Now all the pressure's on my low back. I go down, my stomach hits. Versus if I hollow, put my shoulders away from my ears and press up, my chest will hit. Also, as I go down, notice how the shoulder will not shrug up. This is also common, especially when we get tired. We may go down nice, and then when we go up, we shrug, and we doing these leans and press. So now we're just compensating. So again, a couple key pieces. Shoulders pack in. It's all no different than like the ring row. Check that out. But when you do a bunch of push-ups, your lats should be sore, right? That's what protects that shoulder joint. Some progressions. We can have individuals go down on the negative and then up on their knees. So hollow, down, tucked, chest to the ground, and just go to my knees and press myself up. Or, the beginner position, just on my knees the whole time, chest to the ground, come up. Maybe adjust my hands a little bit, come up. You always want to think about when you're doing that push-up like you're screwing some screws or bolts into the ground, you're just in this rotation here. No different on top of the rings. It's all the same thing. So that way we're loading up that shoulder the way we need to. Always building up into chunks. Remember, we're not burning that track. We're trying to use our chest, lat, core, and be as stable throughout the body as possible. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, please make comments. That's what we're here for. Other than that, we'll see you again soon.